Picture yourself as the commander of your own life, where words are your most formidable allies and your most treacherous foes. Today, we will explore the strategic art of Stoic silence, where what you don't say wields the greatest power. I'm going to reveal 10 topics that you, as a modern Stoic, should navigate with the utmost caution. These topics are the kind that can turn the tides of your personal empire, for better or for worse. In an era where information is king, your silence is the castle, impenetrable and majestic. And as we explore these realms of unspoken power together, remember, your legacy is defined not just by what you reveal, but by what you wisely choose to keep within. Stay with me, for each subject we'll cover is a step closer to mastering the Stoic discipline of strategic discretion. This isn't just advice, it's your shield in a world brimming with wordy warfare. So, sharpen your mind, for what follows could be the very armor you need in the battles to come. Let's step into the realm of Stoic silence together. 1. Your deficiencies and points of weakness. Every titan of industry, every legend who has walked the earth, carries within them an unseen battlefield where their greatest weaknesses lie in wait. Just as the mythical Achilles had his vulnerable heel, so do we possess tender spots within our armor. These are not mere flaws, but hallowed ground within our character, deserving of our utmost discretion. Consider the words that echo from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. This suggests a profound truth. It is not the presence of vulnerabilities that shapes our destiny, but how we perceive and manage them. To be vulnerable is to be human, to have endured trials, weathered storms, and come away with wisdom etched into the very fabric of our being. These vulnerabilities should be acknowledged. Yes, but they need not be put on display. To unveil them carelessly is to invite the untempered forge of public opinion to hammer upon them, potentially distorting our own perception and acceptance of these intimate truths. Our personal fragilities are not to be prated for sympathy or validation. They are our own to contend with, to overcome, and to weave into the richer tapestry of our character. So guard them with the same vigilance as you would the most sacred of secrets. For in the handling of our vulnerabilities, with Stoic grace lies the unfathomable strength of character that defines the greatest among us. In the silent sanctuaries of our inner world, we confront our frailties. Acknowledging them in private is not a sign of evasion. Rather, it is a strategic fortification. It is here, in solitude, where weaknesses may be forged into stepping stones towards personal evolution. The annals of history are replete with those who, in the knowledge of their own fragilities, have sculpted them into instruments of strength. Abraham Lincoln is one such titan, a man whose private battles with despair honed his profound empathy and leadership. Conversely, Julius Caesar serves as a somber reminder. His misplaced trust in those closest to him led to his demise. These tales from the past bring into focus a critical aspect of Stoicism, the judicious recognition and management of our own vulnerabilities. The modern chorus urges us to expose our entire selves to the world, to live with an open book. But there is profound might in mindful restraint. Embrace your vulnerabilities, nurture them in the quiet corners of your being, but do not feel compelled to lay them bare for public dissection. There is wisdom in preserving some chapters of your life's narrative as sacred texts shared with a select few, or perhaps with no one at all. Mystique, after all, has its charm, and often true strength resides in the pages we choose to leave unturned. 2. The quiet goals that motivate you. Within every individual lie silent dreams and unspoken aspiration. Recall the last time a simple pleasure or a secret ambition quickened your pulse. Perhaps it's the guitar gathering dust in the corner, yearning for your touch, or the serenity of an early morning run before the world awakens. These personal embers, often overlooked in the daily grind, are your private fuel. There's a common urge to voice these dreams, to share them and somehow validate their existence. But be cautious. Dreams spoken too soon may wilt under others' scrutiny or misunderstanding. Not everyone will appreciate the beauty in your desire to play the blues or find solace in a gardens growth. In Stoicism, there is virtue in restraint. Keep these aspirations close to your heart. They are yours to nurture in the quiet corners of your being. When the time is right, they will unfold not as mere whispers, but as undeniable manifestations of your will. Let these silent aspirations drive you, but only let them speak when they are fully formed, ready to stand tall against the noise of the world. This is the strength of the Stoic, the power of the unspoken dream. As the ancients whispered, echoing through the ages, the dreams that dance in the quiet chambers of the heart are the sacred soliloquies of the soul. Consider the enigmatic Socrates, whose thoughts reach us not from his own hand, but through the legacy of his students. His silence has spawned an enduring mystique. A testament to the potency of the unspoken, this serves as a potent allegory for the modern individual. In an age where the minutiae of life are broadcasted for all to see, there lies a profound strength in the private. The innermost yearnings, those nascent inklings and half-formed dreams, are delicate. They are the raw materials of your future greatness, not to be squandered in idle chatter. Reflect on this amidst the clamor for transparency and cherish the dreams you have yet to reveal. Nurture the quietude of your own contemplation, like fine whiskey aging in a charred oak barrel. Let them mellow and mature out of sight. They will emerge not as fleeting ideas, but as forces to be reckoned with, able to endure the rigors of reality. Until the time is right, shield them. They are the embers that could ignite the blaze of your destiny. They are the silent anthems of aspiration, the unseen magic that propels you forward, destined to unfold in due course, at your command, under your control. Remember, my friends, that your dreams are sacred. They are the whispers of your soul, guiding you towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. In a world that often demands constant sharing and validation, the Stoic path invites you to cultivate the power of the unspoken. Embrace the quiet strength of your inner world. Let your dreams take root in the fertile soil of your mind, nurtured by your own dedication and belief. Trust in the wisdom of restraint. For not every dream needs to be laid bare before the world. As you navigate the journey of life, let these silent aspirations be your compass. Let them guide you through the challenges and the triumphs, always reminding you of the greatness that lies within. And when the time is right, when your dreams have grown strong and unshakable, then let them burst forth into the world, a testament to the power of the Stoic spirit. So hold fast to your quiet goals, my friends. Cherish them, nurture them, and let them be the fuel that propels you towards a life of meaning and purpose. For in the end, it is not the loudest voices that change the world, but the most resilient, the most determined, the most authentically lived. Let your dreams be your silent allies, your secret strength, and your guiding light. And trust that, in the fullness of time, they will lead you to a life beyond your wildest imaginings. 3. Your individual accomplishments and fortunes. In the tapestry of life, every achievement is a vibrant thread woven into the fabric of our character. While the world often shouts its triumphs from the rooftops, Stoicism teaches us the virtue of a more reserved celebration. The question then arises, why whisper when you could shout? The answer lies in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your worth doesn't hinge on the applause of the masses. Sharing successes should be a selective process, a matter of discretion rather than impulse. It's about understanding that the true weight of your accomplishments is felt in the soul, not in the echoes of public chambers. The Stoic way isn't about diminishing joy, but about finding a joy that's not contingent on the fickleness of public opinion. When we quietly revel in our milestones, we become architects of an inner citadel, impervious to the shifting sands of societal praise and criticism. It's a practice echoed in the lives of many great individuals who understood that the brightest flames need not flicker at every wind. The narrative of Icarus serves not only as a cautionary tale about hubris, but also as a poignant metaphor for the personal downfalls that can come from a relentless pursuit of external validation. Thus, embrace your victories, relish them, but let the depth of your pride be a personal affair. In doing so, you uphold the Stoic ideal that true contentment comes from within. and that the most resounding accolades are often those we grant ourselves in the solemnity of our inner thoughts. In the Stoics' view, there's a nuanced art to handling success. It's a delicate balance between honoring your hard work and not allowing it to define you in the eyes of others. This balance is not about diminishing your achievements. It's about enhancing them through the lens of humility. In an age where digital footprints are indelible, and the world feels compelled to document every triumph, there's a rebellious dignity in choosing restraint. Stoicism invites us to take a different path, one where we absorb the essence of our achievements before even considering their announcement. The truest, most enduring form of fulfillment comes from within, untainted and pure, not needing the spotlight to confirm its worth. So the next time the summit is reached, pause. Let the moment resonate, feel its depth, its real impact on your life's journey, and if you choose to share, do so with intention, with those who value the substance over the spectacle. This way, the tapestry of your life's work maintains its integrity, woven from threads of genuine accomplishment that need no external glow to be seen as valuable by the most critical observer. Remember, my friends, that your achievements are a testament to your inner strength, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to personal growth. In a world that often equates success with external validation, the Stoic path invites you to find a deeper, more enduring sense of fulfillment. Embrace the quiet pride that comes from knowing you have given your best, that you have overcome obstacles and emerged stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. Let your accomplishments be a source of inner joy, a private celebration of your journey towards self-mastery. And when the time comes to share your triumphs, do so with humility and purpose. Let your successes inspire others, not through grandiose displays, but through the quiet power of your example. Show the world that true achievement lies not in the accolades we receive, but in the character we forge through our efforts. So cherish your victories, my friends, but never let them define you. Remember that the most meaningful rewards are those that enrich your soul, that bring you closer to the person you aspire to be. And trust that, in the end, a life well lived is its own greatest accomplishment. For the quiet wars you're engaging in the vast expanse of human experience, each individual is an island, with silent wars raging beneath their stoic exterior. These internal conflicts are akin to the dark, unfathomed depths of the ocean, full of mystery and transformation. These struggles are formidable forces that temper our spirit, shaping our will with a craftsman's precision. The wisdom of Epictetus whispers to us from across the ages. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This isn't a call to silence, but a call to discernment. It's a challenge to navigate the inner tumult with as much grace as we face the external world. The modern era tempts us to broadcast every skirmish of our daily lives, to lay bare our private wars on the altar of public consumption. Yet not every combat needs an audience. Not every internal duel demands witnesses. There is a sacredness in silent struggle, in choosing with whom and when to share the depths of our challenges. We are living in a time where the line between private and public is increasingly blurred by the lure of social media's siren song. Everyone seems to be sharing every facet of their lives, but the wise know the power of strategic concealment. Treasure your silent battles. They are the crucible of your strength, a personal testament to your tenacity and courage. Remember, as you walk through life, that the true measure of valor often goes unseen. The resonance of your private struggles may be lost on the unattuned ear. Not every confidant can fathom the complexity of your battles. And that's where the wisdom of Stoicism shines. It teaches us that the most profound transformations are often nurtured in the quiet refuge of our own souls, where the bravest warriors wage their most significant wars in profound solitude. 5. The doubting whispers. In the private chambers of your mind, where the whispers of self-doubt like to roam, have you ever paused to question their purpose? Have you considered that these murmurs, "Am I capable? What if I fail?" might actually be silent allies in disguise, pushing you towards greater self-awareness? Why do we often feel the urge to voice these uncertainties? seeking validation from others. Could it be that in the echoing halls of Stoic philosophy, we find a more potent truth? That silence is not merely the absence of sound, but a profound response in itself. How does one navigate the treacherous waters of self-doubt? Is it possible that by engaging these doubts in the quiet battleground of introspection, we might transform them into stepping stones toward growth? In today's world, where our innermost thoughts can be broadcast in an instant, isn't there unparalleled strength in turning inwards? In holding space for solitude, what if the truest act of bravery is to confront these internal adversaries alone, allowing the self to be both the battlefield and the peacemaker? Could it be that in mending the vulnerabilities of our spirit in private, we are actually preparing ourselves for a more triumphant sail? Not in spite of the doubts, but because of the wisdom gained in overcoming them. Remember, my friends, that the quiet wars you wage within yourself are a testament to your resilience, your unwavering commitment to personal growth. In a world that often demands constant disclosure, the Stoic path invites you to find strength in the sanctuary of your own mind. Embrace the power of introspection, the courage to face your doubts and fears in the solitude of your own thoughts. Let these internal battles be the forge that shapes your character, that molds you into a being of unshakable resolve. And when the whispers of self-doubt arise, as they inevitably will, meet them not with resistance, but with curiosity. Ask yourself what lessons they might hold, what opportunities for growth they might present. For in the quiet contemplation of our own uncertainties, we often find the keys to our greatest triumphs. Remember that you are not alone in these struggles, that every human heart knows the weight of doubt and the sting of fear. But it is in how we choose to engage with these challenges that we define our path, that we chart our course towards a life of purpose and meaning. So let your silent wars be a source of strength, a private crucible from which you emerge stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. Trust in the wisdom of the Stoics, who understood that true power lies not in the avoidance of struggle, but in the grace with which we meet it. And know that, in the end, it is the quiet victories we win within ourselves that lay the foundation for our most profound successes. For when we master the art of self-reflection, when we learn to navigate the tides of our own doubts and fears, we become the architects of our own destiny, the captains of our own souls. So wage on, my friends, in the silent battles of the heart, and trust that, with each inner triumph, you are forging a path towards a life of unshakable resilience, boundless wisdom, and enduring peace. 6. Nurture your visions in silence. The journey towards our aspiration is often as crucial as the destination itself. In Stoic wisdom, there is great value in protecting your goal's infancy through judicious silence. Consider your plans as seeds. They need the sheltering soil of privacy to germinate, away from prying eyes that could stunt their blossoming. Unveiling ambitions prematurely exposes them to harsh external elements before they are sturdy enough to withstand winds of doubt or scrutiny. Like strategic moves in a chess game, revealing your hand too soon compromises your position. Allowing others to counteract, silence becomes your powerful shield. Nurturing plans until they are fortified to face opposition. There is a season for planting, another for reaping. In between lies a crucial phase of growth that often thrives cloaked in silence's embrace. Let your visions mature at their own pace into their full realized potential, unperturbed by external forces. Your quietude is not emptiness, but a fertile space brimming with possibility. In our era of constant sharing, consider the mastery of selectively keeping your aims unknown, like the Stoic strategist calmly surveying the chessboard. Your next pioneering move remains enshrouded, your plan obscured yet aimed towards checkmate success. The mystique of Howard Hughes derived power from his practiced secrecy. His ambitious undertakings unfolded away from prying eyes, unnerving competitors while captivating the world. This judicious silence allowed him to navigate with a visionary's freedom. By embracing this Stoic tenet of discretion, you create a buffer between your intentions and external conjectures, enabling their organic evolution beyond distortions of outsider opinion. As Seneca taught, one must chart their chosen course while taming winds of fate to their advantage. Divulging intentions prematurely unravels your hard-won strategies to life's passing gusts. In a society prizing openness, there is quiet, potent mastery. In nurturing ambitions in private refuge until the final unveiling, not mere announcements, but the grand revelation of a profoundly intentional path walked with foresight every step. 7. Sift your grievances in silence's crucible. In this era where grievances can go viral, profound strength lies in the Stoic approach to personal offenses. Notice how sharing frustrations often amplifies them. Stoicism invites us to quietly process disgruntlements, teaching that inner calm comes not from disturbance's absence, but from mastering it. As Epictetus wisely said, "We are disturbed not by events themselves, but by our judgments about them." Imagine the liberation in perceiving irritations as passing shadows, divested of power under scrutiny's light. When we look inward, we often find grievances undeserving of the energy we'd give them. This is the skill of discernment, judging which battles merit engaging and which echo mere pride or fear. As you navigate daily annoyances, embrace the Stoic vessel's steady course, unswayed by fleeting storms, anchored in resilience. This is the mark of one in command of their reactions and their serenity. Reflect. What do we achieve by broadcasting grievances? Stoicism compels addressing discontent with intention, not public spectacle. Consider the bitter legacy of Edison and Tesla's rivalry. Fueled by grievances, spilled into the public sphere, innovations marred by uncooperative competitiveness. In our quick-to-share age, we often feel pressured to expose grievances for catharsis. Yet Stoicism advises confronting issues internally first, discerning their roots, then responding with wisdom over impulsiveness. When annoyance arises, pause and reflect. Will voicing this grievance improve circumstances or merely inflame discord? Embrace silence not in passive surrender, but as a strategic choice. The power of self-control and ensuing tranquility testifies to your mastery over self. Find strength not in confrontation's clamor, but in a quiet, resolute rising above life's storms. 8. Nurture your evolution in sacred solitude. Like a sculptor chiseling marble, personal growth is an intimate art of slowly unveiling your truest self away from prying eyes. Each inner victory and lesson delicately shapes your emerging character, requiring no external acclaim. Just as Michelangelo liberated David from stone, your self-actualization remains a solitary journey of authenticity unveiled, not a performance for the crowd's validation. Seneca's wisdom keep learning how to live signals that genuine growth rises from private recognitions, not public oversharing. The most transcendent expansions of selfhood blossom in the hallowed chambers of silent introspection, not for garnering empty praise, but for rekindling your soul's sacred essence. This is the Stoic way, valuing internal acknowledgement over seeking external adulation. For we know the sole metrics of progress lie in how we subjectively experience and elevate our own realms from the tranquil altar of self. In this digital era of curated egos, the commodification of our thoughts and triumphs beckons daily. Yet pause and ponder this impulse's origins. Is it soul craving for authentic connection? Or merely echoed pleas for fleeting validation? Heed Marcus Aurelius. Personal evolution is innate. The world's loud opinions pale beside your own rebirthing journey. It is in these sacred stills of self-reckoning, insulated from noise, that our deepest impact reverberates, more thunderous than any vocal self-promotion. Like a silent vessel's arrival after an odyssey, let your transformed essence speak louder through presence than declaration. Your profound becomings, cradled in silence's womb, dream dance, their most authentic inevitabilities, requiring no spotlight's affirmation. Allow them to be, until perfect timing ushers their re-emergence as newly sculpted, radiant emanations of your world's revelatory grafting. 9. Let your emotional tides crest in solitude's stillness. Like a mighty oak witnessing the season's cycles while standing firm in resilience, so should you allow your rich, vibrant emotions to undulate organically. Yet these deeply personal feeling flows need not constantly disperse outwardly like windswept leaves for all to gape at. Find profound strength in reverencing your emotions in stillness, granting them sacred space to breathe, unfurl, and crest in their own destined rhythm. In our age captivated by perpetual expression, Stoicism beckons us toward introspection's path and measured self-revelation. Just as Marcus Aurelius poured his profoundest reflections into private meditations, not intended for public eyes, we too can gain insights from solitary self-dialogue before unveiling our depths. For how often amid life's frenzied currents, do we truly understand our emotions before casting them outwardly? The Stoic way teaches us to first become the sole confidant of our feelings' intricacies. In this landscape pushing us to furiously broadcast every reaction, is there not greater wisdom in the hush that follows the storm? In those moments where we sit, letting emotions marinate and settle into our very essence, this is not emotional detachment, but a more deliberate self-connection. Not an indifference, but a discernment, realizing some emotional waves need not crash upon public shores. Certain tides are better left to undulate in the ocean of our inner world, where solitude provides profound clarity. So when emotions surge, consider granting them room to ebb, and flow privately within your mind's intimacy first. For these are your personal passages through life's tapestries, chapters that may gain deeper value when first journeyed in the quiet communion of your own soul, before any shared unveiling. 10. Embrace discomfort's refining fires over comfort's siren song. The lure of comfort, that sweet siren voice beckoning us to stay on well-trodden paths, exerts a powerful pull. Yet profound inner strength awaits those willing to brave venturing beyond the shallows, seeking the refiner's blazing forges over the mere warmth of the hearth. This road proves more transformative, if less celebrated. Witness the quiet valor in embracing a cold shower's invigorating austerities, a pre-dawn workout's physical monasticism, a simple meal's unadorned nourishment. In these moments, the urge to broadcast such endeavors publicly can be strong, but Stoicism compels reticence, letting action speak directly to your sovereign spirit alone, not through the echoed chorus of approval. At the crossroads of comfort and challenge, remember, true growth blossoms, not through proclaimed conquerings, but solitary self-mastery. As the ancient Stoics embodied, we access our most authentic selves through reverent self-affirmations, not external applause. Heed Marcus Aurelius, orient all efforts towards spiritual progress, not performative showmanship. Study icons like Alexander the Great, who despite ruling empires, chose a soldier's Spartan austerities over palatial indulgence. His private communion with simplicity tempered his character. A conscious repudiation of Phexus's seductive lullabies. This extends beyond mere asceticism to a soul-centric reorientation. Our modern empires present new realms of comfort to transcend. The siren song of convenience anesthetizes our infinite potentials. Yet these unsung personal privations, witnessed by none but ourselves, forge our deepest fortitudes, not staged, but inscribed into our highest narratives. So as masses indulge conspicuously, find valor in humble daily resistances to ease's undertow, retreat into simplicity's terrain beyond familiar comforts. For it is willingly embracing the less convenient that our greatest inner metamorphoses germinate. The most profound transformations unfurl not through fanfares, but the quiet resilience woven into each day's choices. That solitary cold shower, pre-dawn trail run, savored modest meal, from such unheralded innotations. Heroic evolution spark,